Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Shots, right?
Somebody in chat brought up this terrible argument that I want to address because we hear it all the time, especially since we do this show and we bring on top-end raiders and we talk about optimization. And there's a pretty fair argument to be made that optimization doesn't really matter unless you're in a top-end guild and you're pushing the very limits of things. And that's fine. I realize that it doesn't have any effect on your play unless you are very much in the top 1%. But the fact that it doesn't have any effect on your play doesn't mean that that's not what people enjoy. You are well within your right, from the most casual player out there who just hit 90 to the most top-end raider, to care about having the right gems, having the right flasks, and having racials that you feel are strong. It doesn't matter if it doesn't affect the damage that you're putting out. What players enjoy is very often doing what they feel is the strongest for their character. And even if they could get more of a gain out of playing better or having a better rotation, it doesn't matter if you have more fun in the game optimizing to what you want to do. And it doesn't mean you have to, but there are a lot of people who have more fun optimizing. And that's what I'm saying the game should give you the option of doing.
Right.
And so I really dislike this argument that you aren't allowed to care about optimizing if you're not in a top-end guild. That's what the argument is, that you aren't allowed to care and you shouldn't think it matters. And I think that if you find that more fun, it doesn't matter if you're not in a top-end guild. Tons and tons of people find it fun. And it's obvious that that's what most people who play World of Warcraft find fun, because everyone watches this show and reads guides and cares about what the theory crafters are doing.
Right.
Sorry, not all our audience is in top-end guilds.
So,
they still think it's fun.
Yeah, the point of this show, it was...
I'm not even in a top-end guild, so...
No, but that's...
Yeah, exactly.
So,
this is like such a bad argument. I'm sorry. I had to address it.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. And I think that there's been lots of different feedback we've gotten in YouTube comments or Twitter arguments or whatever, even emails and even on my in-game email on my server, right? Anna and I have both gotten that. Whereas the whole point of FinalBossTV was to bring on these incredible theory crafters, pivotal heads in the community, and top-end raiders to let you hear their take on the game, their experience, their knowledge, to help you decide things, quell rumor, give you concrete feedback. Not to tell you that this is how they play and you should do it too.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a huge misunderstanding. Why the show is geared toward the top end game, my music keeps turning off. What is happening here, friends?
Yeah.
Is to give you their feedback and perspective. It's like interviewing an actor, right? If you're interviewing a top actor, you want to know what his feedback is to become a good actor, or what his thoughts are toward it, because if you want to be an actor too someday, not I should only act like Tom Cruise.
It doesn't matter. You shouldn't even watch those.
No, I can't do it.
There's this double-ended argument. I hate this idea of you're doing it wrong applied to anybody. And this is like the opposite of telling a casual player that they're doing it wrong if they're the wrong race, which I also think is terrible. You also shouldn't tell that casual player they're doing it wrong if they care. It's dumb. Everybody should play the game the way that they want to.
Yep.
So. Yeah, and he's saying that I twisted his words, but I'm sorry, but that's what you said. People can care about anything that they want to, and if they care about having racials, I think it's very, very reasonable that players have more fun in the game if they feel they have the most powerful racial. That's a big draw to World of Warcraft in general.
Yeah, and what Bear said is totally an absolute thing. One of the best resto druids for theory crafting in the community is Hamlet, and he doesn't even play the game really anymore. He just knows how it works.
He raids 10s, but yeah.
Yeah, sure.
He raids 10s twice a week.
But in the realm of the Method, Blood Legion, Midwinter era, he's not there because that's time he doesn't have. But that doesn't disqualify his amazing feedback and work, and what he does for the community, and how well he knows the game, and how he understands the mechanics work, and how this works and that works and this works. That's how it works, right? And that's what we want you to take away. That's the whole point of what you should take away from FinalBossTV. We also bring on great community stuff and YouTubers and things like that, have fun content too, and the live stream that I do. But people have been having this weird misunderstanding that we bring on top-end raiders to tell you how they would do it so you can do the same thing they do. And that's not what it is at all. Not at all. So, and misconstruing stuff on the internet is a big problem, and that's hard to make sure, because it's if you hear someone say something, but then you think about it a week later, you might not have heard what they actually said, and then you'll tell someone else what you think you heard, and that's not what that actual person said, and then it propagates this entire weird circle of misinformation. So that's the whole point of the show. So, yep, it's hard. Some people think that you have to be in those top 3 or 4 guilds to like know everything about the game, and that's not even true. Not even true at the slightest.
Well, I mean, for me, it's just about people having fun, and I think that I don't think that you should really tell somebody what they should be having fun with in the game. I think it's acceptable to suggest that they would have more fun in different environments with other people who find the same things fun as them. But the real core of it is, I don't think that you should tell people that they aren't allowed to be casual, and I don't think you should tell people that they aren't allowed to be hardcore. If people find something fun, then don't tell them that it doesn't matter. I mean, don't tell them that they're not allowed to have fun. You can absolutely tell them that it's not going to make a difference to their damage. That's fine. But if that's what they find fun, that's what they find fun. Sorry, games are about having fun. So.